welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. We have a review of a freaking cool machine, the FCM50T, the first French tank to make it into World of Tanks Blitz. Unlike the PC version of this French tank, it is a medium in Blitz. It's not a heavy, but it does get the 1500 point hit point pool. And that's a massive pool for a medium tank in tier 8. It's a bit strange, as you can see from the design. It's got a very long hull, a real long engine bay. The turret is much like the Tiger II. It was a French tank and it was inspired by some of the original French World War II designs, the Charleroi B1, which is in Blitz as the German Panzer B2. The turret mostly inspired by the one on the Tiger II, as said before. But the tank behaves like a medium. It's not a frontline brawler, it's more of a support tank. Gun stats aren't that good. We'll get to that later as we flick through everything in the World of Tanks Blitz garage. But first up, we have the game here on Middelburg. Both teams have gone towards the left. There's an AFK Tiger II on the red team. I've taken up this spot over here because I can put fire in effectively. I get spotted a bit. We do get a scout medal in this badge for spotting more than 5 enemies. We have to retreat now a bit. 2-0 up already, but I'm not too fussed about my hit points going away. There's a Tiger II coming in. That shot misses, but can we track him in place? Yes, we can. That's very nice to have one of those big tanks sitting up on front. We don't get the kill, the Chiri gets the kill eventually. But taking that spot over there, doing spotting for the team gives you the advantage, and your teammates can put a lot of fire into the enemy. And as you can see, they have no chance really, they go down quick. We're leaving the RU behind. 87 says capture the base. He has that camouflage mounted, the Zizou camouflage, one of the two inspired by Zinedine Zidane, the French football player, the French soccer player. I think it's a bit of a, well, let's say a bit of a strange move, a special move by Wargaming to design those types of camouflages. But they are a business, they want to make money, and if they can make money out of that, that's how they can do it. There are 2 bundles in the store. We're gonna get to that later. As you can see, it's a good credit maker, the tank, nothing really special. We'll be seeing some examples of that later. Here we are in the garage, flicking through the statistics on the tank. As you can see, 1500 points of hit pool, HP, 120 armor on the front of the turret, on the front of the hull. The gun, again, nothing special, 8.33 rounds a minute, 225 average damage, which gives you a bit of subpar DPM. Same goes for aim time, dispersion, etc. It's nothing to write home about. It's a decent tank, and the best thing about it, it's the mobility and the traverse speed on it. And you'll be able to see this later in one of the 2 games that are coming up, and in one of those is quite a nice surprise. So stay tuned as we roll into Oasis Palms. Top tier again, as you would expect from the first few games playing in a tank. I think that's a nice way of Wargaming to put that in the matchmaking, to make people get used to the tank. And one thing you have to get used to on the FCM is the very long hull. You could see it right here. The engine deck is sticking out. It's about half of the tank. Thankfully, the turret is mounted up front. You have a -8 degrees of gun depression. That isn't very good for Blitz. It's decent, but it doesn't feel like -8, and I think that's on account of the quite long hull. And if you peek over a ridge, you have to get a lot more tank into position. So -8 feels like -6, -7 maybe. We're gonna see that later. Next game is gonna be in Middelburg. We are taking care of this Ferdinand over here. Here we go on the mobility, tier 9 engine, so stepping on to it, putting the gas on, speeding up, racing past this Ferdinand, 1 shot in, and the kill shot is done by T44. Yep, there we go, no KV-13. Up next, the red team's FCM50T. He kills one of our tanks, the KV-13. That one had taken quite a hammering from the Ferdinand. And I'm moving towards the front of the red FCM while the T-44 is on the back of the red FCM, and he has no chance of surviving 3 on 2. Like I said, as you can see from the minimap, teams are splitting up a bit, so I'm tagging my targets, identifying the targets, hoping the T-44 will follow me. And he does. He's a bit more careful in his shooting than me. I ram the target here, put him back into place, hopefully kill done by the T-44, thank you. But the red team seems to hold up quite well. Every time we kill a tank and we get it up to 2 advantage, they kill another one, and we are 5 on 4 now and 5 on 5. They have a full health Spic, a very low health Jagdpanther 2. Then there's me with about half of my health left and a full health T-44. I would have wanted to take out the Spic earlier. The first one really, because the Jagdpanther was just very low, and I think the Spic was a player who didn't really know what to do. And I'm making that assumption on the fact that he's driven a long way out. I have to get my back in behind the building. Managed to. So here we go after the Spic. I knew about a bit because this drop was higher than expected. But we're going to chase the Spic. IS-3 wants us to stay on the base. I didn't know why I found that one, mistakenly hit the button, but we are Spic hunting now. He's quite a fast tank, so I'm keeping an eye on the minimap. What's he gonna do? I'm trying to cut him off here. He stops, so he'll probably go left here, I think. Let's see, and I proximity spot him here over the ridge. As you can see, quite a quick traverse speed. Gun, nothing to write home about, but this snapshot goes in. I load an HE shell, hopefully can put another snapshot in. That one doesn't go in. And here is a complete clutch shot, completely speculating on the shot to hit, but that one doesn't go in either. So the next one a bit more conservative. Stop, aim, let the red goose ring, and that one hits. Come on, little FCM, or big FCM, more like it. Go Spic hunting. Spic goes out of sight again, but just before he goes out of sight I could see him moving towards the left, so he might pop up again over there. There he is. I get spotted again. T-44 is capping the base at 45. IS-3 is still saying go capture the base, idiots. But we've got the Spic cornered completely. That shot misses because the Spic stops moving. This shot goes in, and that one bounces on my tracks, and the T-44 gets the kill shot. Boom. Game, set and match. A nice first class badge came from this match. I think I earned, what was it, like 3k of damage during the process. 54k of credits, one tank destroyed, 20 shots fired, only 14 hits, 13 penetrations. That's not too good. But nevertheless, a first class and some decent credits rolling in. So let's take a look at the bundles Wargaming are offering for the FCM 52. They have a big bundle, the ultimate bundle as they call it. 35 euros, you get the tank, a slot, all the camouflages needed, and some credits. This one is just a tank plus a slot, and as you can see to the right there are 2 bundles available for which you can buy the legendary Zinedine Zidane camouflage. I think those bundles are totally not worth it. There are camouflages available in the game that are good as it is, and it's a bit stupid to pay for a camouflage and then having to reinstall it by credits, and you actually get the credits in the bundle, but you have to pay for them using real money. And any decent credit farming with a tier 8 tank, even if it doesn't make that much credits, like the Lowe or the T-34, and it's not the big credit earner, you can make 100k of credits fairly easily. 2 games in the FCM can get you that, maybe 3. So no need to purchase credits using real money. It's really a waste of money. Back to the game then. This IS-3 is being way too aggressive, as you can see here. You might have a tier 8 heavy tank, but facing a Ferdinand, a Panther 2, a T-44 and an FCM, that's gonna rip you apart fairly easily. I'm having trouble reversing, and it becomes very apparent why I had trouble reversing, because there's a T-44 behind me. I'm also having a bit of problems with the gun depression. This T-44 is doing a good job. I'm peeking over the side of the ridge here, now trying to see if he has fired. He fires now, so we can move in, being a bit aggressive here, but it's 1 on 3, so we can take him out fairly easily. There we go. Ferdinand gets the kill, I think. Yep, no, Panther 2 gets the kill. There's the IS-6 through the lower plate. One more shot in, hopefully. Switch to APCR just to be sure to pen his front. There we go. Move back into cover, reverse, reload, and get the kill. So, up next, we're leaving the IS at the back, is this STA. Next target, over the ridge, hop on, and on towards him. Down goes his health. I'm at 57, so I'm the winner here. Kill of the game, kill of the century. That just leaves the IS, the red IS, to mop up over here. And leaves us with the final verdict: should I get the FCM or not? Few people have been asking me this already. They've seen the RS5 video F on the channel. Is the FCM worth the money? Well, it's a fairly maneuverable medium tank. Don't expect to be a wonder tank really. It has a decent DPM for its tier, only average pen, average on a lot of things, but it is quite nimble for the tank, the weight and size that it is. If you want to buy the tank for grinding credits, there are better options available. The Lurber come to mind in particular. But this is a tier 8 medium tank, and unlike the only option available at the moment, the T26E foil, which is really more of a heavy tank, this one is a true medium, even though it was a heavy in World of Tanks PC version. I think this is one for the tank collectors. I'll leave the decision up to you. Cheers and happy tanking as always.